welcome to another vlog with our debt-free journey. We appreciate you tuning in. If you're new here, hi, hello, welcome. We do everything to do with cash stuffing, meal planning, budgeting, and everything to do to get out of debt. And a little bit about us. I'm New Zealand Māori. My name is Mel. Hi again. Married in Melbourne with a toddler for a son and a baby due to arrive within a matter of days. So we're a family of 4 in Australia. And as the video suggests, as I mentioned earlier, this is a cash stuffing vlog. So cash stuffing has quite quickly become my biggest hobby at the moment in terms of our debt-free journey, and it really has revolutionized everything to do with our spending. So you'll see here, I've got my 2 cash envelopes, or my 2 cash wallets I should say, my bank and income tray, and also my notes holder, my budget planner, and also I quickly got my coins collector. So before we even look at doing the cash stuffing, I've pre-filled in our budget for the week. I've also posted this on our Instagram page. We usually post it on Wednesdays. We get our income paid on Wednesdays, and then we just budget what we're going to do with it. So on this side here, you want to just, so a follower asked a question as to whether or not we put our whole income into our budget. The short answer is no. So hubby, he earns around between $1,000 to $1,200 a week, but of his income he will put in $600 towards our non-negotiable family expenses. I get paid fortnightly. It's about $2,047 a fortnight, and I will contribute $1,100 a fortnight towards our non-negotiable family expenses. The rest of that money is whatever we want to do with it. So we can do whatever we like with it. And I mean, oh, I thought you were on a debt-free journey. You should be putting it towards debt. Yeah, we could, and we should, but we just want to make sure that while we're working hard, we're also living well and not feeling like we're in jail or in prison. So that money is used for, if you look at our YouTube video, Budget March 23, you kind of get an idea. I do speak about it more in there. But yeah, so basically for this week, we have $600 towards our family expenses. So that's what we budget for. And the categories, we've got bills and utilities, electricity, gas, internet, childcare. Those are fixed expenses. Well, they're fixed debts. The electricity and gas can fluctuate, but at the moment we're doing $72 a month. The internet is the same every month, which is $70 or $35 a fortnight. And childcare at the moment is $160.72 for 3 days. Our petrol, we budget for $50. Then we've got our food groceries at $100. Actually, so yesterday morning when we got paid, I actually got some lactation stuff to help for breastfeeding. So that wasn't in part of our original budget, but it has been paid for and we've bought that. And that's because it's to help with breastfeeding Bubs when she arrives. Savings, we have $50. Kids, which is a new one, we're budgeting for $20. And then our timeshare levies at $35. So originally, excluding that lactation and the lactation cookies and stuff, our budget was $522.72. That's how much we were aiming to buy, with the rest of it being allocated to various miscellaneous things. So that of the remaining $77.28, we would deduct the $53. So now to the next step. So we've got 2 folders again that I mentioned in my last cash stuffing vlog. So that is for our sync funds. Blue's for sync funds and savings. Pink is for our expenses. So let's get straight into that one. Oh, looks like some of the pages are coming out, so that's alright. Family income. As always, we check everything into the income. Now I was supposed to record a cash condensing, but I didn't actually get, well, I did, it's just that my son kept interrupting, so we didn't get to do the proper recording for that in order for it to be on YouTube. That's fine. But I will eventually get to do that at some point. So we're just checking our, what I call this a pulse check, going through our envelopes to see what has been used. So petrol, that's still got $50 in it. I haven't actually gone to the petrol station as yet to top up our car, so I'll be doing that probably in the next day or so. But I'm leaving that in there just because I know that there will be a lot of back and forth in the next coming days with me being admitted to hospital. Miscellaneous. We did some spending last week. There was $85 in there, but we got Bubs some clothes, some Bonds little onesies, and spent $50 of it. And then we also got some vitamins for our son because he was a little bit iron deficient and he needed some help with passing stools. So we spent some money on medication. With miscellaneous, I'm going to take the coins out of here. I'll just dump that in there for now. We have to start again with that. Rent. So rent did have $1,581 or $82 in there. You would have seen from our last clash stuffing vlog. But on Monday, I went and deposited it into the bank and internet transferred it to our real estate agent. So that one is now at $0. Personal money. So there's nothing in personal money. Tithes and offerings, that one's done. The groceries is actually supposed to be as part of the family expenses. So I'll just move that to the front. So another thing that we do as well is when we are buying stuff, say for example, I've actually taken the receipts out of this one, but when we are exchanging money for goods, we'll stuff the receipt in there, much like this one. And then it just helps us to tally. I also clicked on this app called Receipture. So every time you take a photo of your receipts, it builds up points and then you can eventually cash it in. Self-care, that was a new one that we had. I might take these coins out just to start again. See how you'll notice, like there's the coins and then I've got a receipt in here for something that I got out of my self-care stuff. So I've been doubling a lot with my Cricut finally. And making little shirts and stuff, and that for my husband and myself and my son. I've included this under self-care just because I enjoy crafting a lot. I know that it was supposed to be for beauty, but this is just to give you an idea. This is what I was able to cut out through Cricut on the white vinyl, and I've just ironed that onto a Kmart shirt that I got for $3. And this will be our toddler's shirt. How cool is that though, eh? And it feels like it's part of the material. That's how well it's transferred to. So that's just one thing. And it's also, I would say it's a money win, because then I'm not spending, I mean, yes, I could support small businesses, but if I could save myself money and have my kids still have nice clothing, then I'm happier with that. Kids. So this is a new envelope that we made in our last cash stuffing video, and again yesterday I went and bought some clothes and some shorts because it's quite hot here in Melbourne at the moment, and some shorts for our son. So there's $40 left in there, so I'm going to leave that in there. Okay, so we'll count the coins out. Well, actually, I won't count the coins. I'm just going to collect them. Move all the coins into our coin collector. And then at the end of the month, which should be next week, week after, I'll count all those coins and you'll see us take it to the bank. Okay, back to our budget planner. So I'm going to highlight everything that has already been paid online in yellow, just so that we know how much money we should be left with. So electricity was paid online, gas, internet's direct debited, childcare was direct debited, that was direct debited, oh, and the levies. So all that we should have left is $150, $220, $220 thereabouts, or whatever. I'd say about $240 because the other coins have already been chucked into the coin collector. Okay, so 1, 51, 52, 20, 40. So we've got $240 in 50s and 20s. We have a small one this week, nevertheless. All good. We know that this happens every other fortnight. So let's start off with groceries. Okay, just gonna get this in. So grocery budget is $100. This week is going to be a little bit different. So I'm due to be admitted into hospital on Tuesday. Just got a call from the hospital about 10 minutes ago to say that they changed my date from Monday to Tuesday. So on Tuesday morning I will be admitted to hospital, and then I probably won't be discharged until Friday because it's about 3 days minimum for a C-section. And hubby will be at home by himself organising his own dinners and organising everything to do with him and our toddler. So I am going to give him freedom next week and just have that money there for him, but not set a menu, just because he works differently to me and I do most of the cooking. So, and I want to have it all planned out and everything, but his parents are coming over in the weekend as well, so it might be that my mother-in-law might be cooking a lot of the time because he'll be back and forth from the hospital. Who knows? But at least that way that money's there for him to get his groceries. I think the only thing I need to pick up this week actually is dishwashing tablets. So now we'll just cross that off the list. $100. Oh my gosh, real talk. Last week with our grocery money when we bought the stuff, I think I had a revelation more than anything else. I've been taking for granted that, yeah, $100 is fine, but looking at the amount of groceries I got for $100, it was unrealistic, and I can't honestly say that a family of 3 could live a whole week off what we bought with the $100. Luckily we get supplemented and we also have a lot of stuff in our freezer, but it would be remiss of me to try and say, yeah, you can do it, when inflation is a very real thing that people have to deal with. Petrol might be coming down. Recently I've seen petrol being at $1.66, but the groceries, like even a packet of chips is $7.50. Like, who pays $7.50 for a packet of chips in Australia? That's crazy for a packet of potato chips. So, needless to say, we're cutting back on those snack expenses. Next on to our next one, $50 for petrol. So, again, the money's just there. In case, well, then he's probably going to need it a lot because he'll be driving back and forth from the hospital. The hospital's about half an hour from our house. So it'll be like Tuesday driving us up, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday picking us up and everything. So just having that extra support there is it's much easier to manage. We don't have anything in miscellaneous, no rent, no personal money, no tithes and offerings off this because it's family. No self-care, and $20 in kids. Actually, I don't have it budgeted, but I think I'm going to put that extra $20 that I can already see over here, there, into the miscellaneous. And that's just because it's better to have it in there, give it a job. I've said this before in the past, but I'll say it again. It's just to make sure that it's been given a job. Kids, starting balance was $40. The date is the 15th of March. Family contribution plus 20 equals 60. I don't want to try and spend from this one all the time. And like I said, it's mostly for kids' clothes. But it is a new envelope, so we had been previously using miscellaneous money, but now that we have a specific envelope for it, I'll be making wiser decisions with how we spend our money there. And I think nothing. Let's go 15th of March plus 20, balance is 20. So the miscellaneous can be reserved for other things like parking tickets or parking when we go to Obgyn or things like that, rather than having it for kids' clothes. Nevertheless, I did spend it out of there from last week. But lesson learned. And lastly, savings. Okay, highlight this one's. Kids is done. And I'll write down here as well, miscellaneous, $20. Okay, on to savings. So I mentioned this in my last video with the placeholders. So we should have $7,050 in there. $7,000 of that is in our bank account. Let's just do a quick count. 5, 6, 7,050, and add another 50. That's $8,000. of March. Savings plus 50 is $8,000. Just life talk, just because we have some time to kill now that we have finished our budget. Yes, so we've done all of our cash stuffing of everything that we've earned this week. And so the total budget would equal to $595.72, including all of these other expenses and lactation cookies. What should be left is $4.28, which we've chucked straight into the coins. I really need to get that changed into notes just to have that. Oh no, well, we have 2 more weeks left and then I can change it into notes. That's all we have for this week. It's pretty simple, pretty low key, and it's because it's our smaller week and I did all these fancy new things in our last one. So but other than that, everything's going well on our end. Weather is fine. I'm starting to do more of the cricket stuff. You'll see us always posting on our socials. Remember to like and subscribe. And also we're available on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook under our _debt-free journey. We mostly, well, I think that a lot of the content is cash stuffing. We have done a budget one and we will be doing a debt tracking checker at the end of the month, just like a full review of where we're at financially, our net worth, etc. So that will probably come out around 1st of April, sorry. So just so you know, we always are going to be posting our cash stuffing videos on Saturday, and then potentially Monday through to Wednesday. I haven't locked in which dates we're going to be doing that other stuff, but it'll either be Monday, Tuesday, or Wednesday where we post other related topics like, oh, this is what we're doing with our debt snowball, this is where we're at, this is our, yeah, just other stories relating to our debt-free journey, as I mentioned earlier. But in saying that, that's all for today. Thank you so much for tuning in, and have a great rest of your week. Bye.